How old are you?
Time is different for me than it is for you. I mean, I exist outside of time. After all, I created time.
Right. Where do you come from?
Paul, I think this interview would be more productive if we don't waste time on questions to which you already know the answers.
Okay. Moving on.
Paul, I'm not being difficult. I just think you, of all people, should know why my answers might be confusing. If the nature of God were obvious, well, look at the world around you, and you will see that it is not.
So we struggle here on Earth to know you, but I assume you know all the questions and all the answers?
Of course. Does that make you feel uncomfortable?
But then you know the answer to that question too, right?
Yes. But a divine perspective is not required. You try to see this from my point of view. This is not an easy process.
No, I get it. Knowing all the questions and all the answers must make human conversation kind of difficult.
Well, no one likes a know-it-all.
Right. You said, you of all people, a few moments ago, you said, you of all people should know why my answers might be a little confusing. What do you mean by that? Why me of all people?
Well, you have a degree in religious studies and a degree in journalism from Loyola University, where you graduated, the top of your class. You started working at the Herald in their online division right out of college, where you write about matters of faith and theology.
So you memorized my online bio.
And I also know about your marriage.
Excuse me?
I know about your marriage.
Oh. You had me going for a second.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
You're waiting for me to ask.
Ask what?
For proof. Proof that you are who you say you are.
Yeah, proof. Well, tell me, Paul, when you pray, do you ask for proof that God is listening?
No, of course not.
And this is your lucky day.
How so?
I'm here, answering your questions. I hope I'm being cooperative.
You are. So what do I tell the people who say you don't exist?
You tell them that I understand, but the world they see is just that. And sometimes that's just the way it looks.
It's a good answer.
Good, I'm glad. You're a very good interviewer, Paul.
Thanks.
No, you've established trust, established rapport. You're not at all condescending, and you want the truth above all else.
Yeah, the truth would be cool.
Well, that's my specialty.
Okay, the lightning round, and in no order.
Lightning round, that's cute.
What is the meaning of life?
To live, to struggle, to serve God, and to ask questions like, what is the meaning of life?
Are the Torah and the New Testament the Word of God?
Of course, but as understood by man and as translated by man.
So there's some wiggle room there.
No. Well, everyone has their own journey, but there is only one path.
Was there ever a time when God didn't exist?
Well, I can give you the answer I gave Moses.
Okay.
I am that I am.
Right. I should have known that.
Yes. And it's as true today as it was back then.
Is there a heaven?
Oh, yes, but try not to think of it as just a place.
So Satan is also real?
Yes, but frankly, Satan is overrated.
Overrated? That's a funny way to put it. How so?
He only has power to the extent that you give it to him.
What happens to us after we die?
You are reunited with the everlasting.
So my soul is immortal?
Wouldn't be much of a soul if it wasn't.
Can an atheist be a moral person?
Sure. And you can build a home on no foundation, but you just better hope that the earth never shakes.
Is God love?
It doesn't boast, but yes, absolutely.
What's 2,427 times 648?
1,572,696.
For real? I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, that's all right. God forgives. But this is interesting.
What's that?
There's a lot of good questions here, but you haven't asked me the one question I get asked almost more than any other.
No? What's that?
No, take a guess.
Why do bad things happen to good people?
That's the one.
No, that's not on my list. And frankly, I don't like that question very much.
No? Why not?
Because it's not really a question, is it? It's a complaint. What it really means is, why do bad things happen to me? And the person asking is assuming they're a good person, which seems arrogant to me.
But Paul, bad things do happen to some very good people. It is a big question.
Yes, I know.
And I'll answer it if you'd like.
No, let's move on.
Okay.
Does free will exist? And how do we reconcile it with God's will?
Finally.
Finally? What does that mean?
It's an adverb meaning at last.
Cute. You know what I meant.
Now, finally, you're asking me some questions you care about.
I care about all the questions.
Well, maybe, but you care about some of the answers more than others.
Look, this is not about me.
Really?
Does free will exist?
Did I force you to come to this meeting?
Would I know it if you did?
That reminds me of an old joke. A student goes to his rabbi and says, "Rabbi, why do you and the other rabbis always answer my questions with another question?" And the rabbi replies, "So how should we answer?" Okay, you didn't laugh at God's joke, so what does that say about free will? Of course there's free will, Paul. And everybody knows this is true. The entire foundation of human law depends on the existence of free will. Try going before a judge when you've been charged with a crime. Blame your actions on God's will. See how that works out for you. Now, does this mean that every human act is a matter of free will? Of course not. No more than you can use free will to grow back an amputated limb.
So stuff happens and God says, "Amen, don't look at me."
No. You have to understand that my will and human free will are not contradictory because they are not two versions of the same thing, but they do fit perfectly together. I designed it that way.
Yeah, but if I can't tell where one begins and the other ends, do you see my problem?
Yeah, I think I see.
Do you?
Yeah, is the problem that you don't trust God's plan, or is the problem that you don't trust yourself?
Oh, great. So if God's got a plan, I'm covered, right? I should have just stayed in bed, because for all I know, it's part of his plan.
That's not what I'm saying, and you know it. All right, look here. Chess, right? Pieces interact. There's rules. You know, there's give and take. But no two pieces can occupy the same space at the same time. That's a lot like you and me. People make choices, and those choices have consequences. And if knowing my will were part of every human decision, how would anything ever happen? You'd be paralyzed every morning trying to decide whether to brush your teeth vertically or horizontally.
So trying to know God's will is what? A waste of time?
No, not at all. Paul, I'm only telling you what you already know. You have to make your own choices, and you have to live by those choices, no matter how you arrived at them. Tell me, when you traveled to Afghanistan, which aspects of my will did you consider? Or did you just think it's all my will, so hey, anything goes?
I think it was slightly more complicated than that.
You traveled 7,000 miles into a war zone, Paul. War changes people. You had to have known a trip like that would have consequences for you and for your family. Or did you think that you'd be different?
Guess I was hoping God would look out for me.
Hoping?
Prayed. I prayed for my own safety. I prayed God would watch over the soldiers I'd met and bring them home. I prayed my wife would be okay while I was gone. I prayed I didn't do anything stupid. I prayed a lot.
Were your prayers answered?
I don't know. Some yes, mostly no.
Would you like to talk about that?
Are you the complaint department?
I heard I was needed, so I came.
So, I think I'm here to do an interview, but really what this is, an intervention.
Yes, but not in the way you think it is.
How do you know what I think?
Let's save that for tomorrow.
This is a weird interview.
Okay, let's just call it a conversation. Would that be better?
Sorry, that's not what they pay me.
Oh, and that's why you're here. For money.
Why are we here?
I heard I was needed, so I came. Simple thank you would suffice.
Why do I deserve your special attention?
Don't you?
So you're here to save me.
Do you need saving?
Doesn't everyone?
Yes. But we're going to do something a little different this time.
Oh?
I'm going to help you.
You're gonna help me?
I don't understand.
I know. But you will.
And so,
We're out of time.
all right.
See you tomorrow?